Everyone on the planet knows Venice, visited by at least 40 million tourists each year, named as Venezia by the Italian people after the Veneti tribe which inhabited this area a long, long time ago. It is built on a group of 118 islands in a lagoon that is separated by open water spaces and canals, where one part of the city is connected to another by a system of at least 438 bridges. The city was a result of people escaping the invasions of Attila the Hun in 452 AD, and they were seeking their own protection to get away from the invading hordes. This enchanting Italian city is also affectionately known as La Serenissima, which means the most serene. It was an important center of commerce, especially for silk, grain, and exotic spices from the east. Some of the first financial institutions and banks started here in the 1300s. The city was the start of the Great Silk Road, which connected the west with the east and ended all the way to India, the Middle East, and China. This is what made Venice a wealthy city throughout most of its history. Each year in February, Venice celebrates its Carnovale, which has a lot of masked balls and celebrating, and this is to honor the featured tradition and custom of wearing a mask. People wore masks in the 1700s because Venice was a place of meeting for European spies, so they wanted to remain incognito, a word borrowed into the English from the Italian language. Venice is built on a foundation of wooden piles driven into the mud and clay of a Venetian lagoon. The wooden piles act as a stable base for buildings, which are then constructed on wooden platforms. William Shakespeare never did visit La Serenissima. However, he was fascinated by this enchanting city and set several plays here, including The Merchant of Venice and Othello. In modern times, many people use Venice as a backdrop to their wedding, most notably in recent times, George and Amal Clooney and Jeff and Lauren Bezos. In other words, Mr. and Mrs. Amazon. Buon appetito!